right, what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. Let's talk about Shams. Everybody knows Shams. If you even follow the NBA 20%, you know Shams. Shams is a scam. Is a scam. I hope you guys like that title. That guy is a clown. He's beyond horrible. I can't stand him. And let me tell you a little backstory of this video. Now that you know the off season here, sports is completely dead. You're gonna be seeing maybe 2 to 3 videos a week until football season starts really picking back up. Maybe 2, best 3, and that's probably what I'm going to do throughout the rest of the year, even when football comes up. But expect more videos about this. Just me, just talking about whatever I really want to talk about. So just expect that 2 to 3 videos a week, and also more documentaries. But let's talk about Shams, okay? I've been seeing for the last few weeks, people been hating on Shams, right? Or Shams, whatever you want to call them, right? I'm going to call them Shams because Shams is a scam. And people been hating on them, clowning them, saying they want Woj back, Wojnarowski back. And I was like, Shams doesn't really annoy me. So I'm not really going to go at him because at the end of the day, I don't care. He's just another ESPN NBA expert that wants to be a journalist, but is really not. So he doesn't really bother me, right? Until this 7-team trade deal was coming up, right? And Shams was the main guy hyping up this 7-team trade thing, right? And it was hyped up. We're gonna see he's hyping it up like we're about to see LeBron go to the Warriors, Giannis go to Utah, Kevin Durant. Well, not Kevin Durant. I don't even know. Who else? Anthony Edwards is gonna go to. I don't even know. Anthony Edwards is gonna go to the Magic. He was hyping it up like that. Like this is gonna be on some NBA 2K, NBA Live trade or something like that. Comes to find out, the 7-team trade is Houston with Phoenix, Kevin Durant, Jalen Green, all of them, and everything else is a bunch of role players, substitute teachers, janitors, your local ice cream man, truck driver. It's a bunch of nothing. And I'm like, bruh, this bozo who made a name for himself after Wojnarowski retired and when Luka Doncic got traded, this bozo hyped up this 7-team trade thing like it was we would talk about this in NBA history. Turns out it was literally just the Kevin Durant Phoenix Suns thing and a bunch of role players moving around. Nigga, what? Huh? Shams is a scam. This dude's this dude's a clown. He's just a clown. This is what happens when you let nerds run amok, especially because Woj looks like a nerd himself, but at least when you were a nerd back in like the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, at least how can I put it? At least you had to follow basketball. At least you had to watch basketball. And there's no doubt Woj watches basketball. But now, when you got the likes of highlights and you got nerds like Aiden Ross and who else is a nerd? Neon, who knows somewhat of basketball. They can be an NBA. They can be reporting on basketball news and hyping people up. Nerds. Like the nerds of back then are tougher than the nerds of now. Because at least if you were a nerd and watching football, basketball, at least you had to sit down and watch it, understand it. Now you could just be a nerd and just play 2K and play Marvel Rivals and all this other crap and just be a nerd. And Shams is the definition of that. And it's even going to get worse. Watch when Shams retires. There's going to be some other nerd who goes off of 2K ratings to figure out what team is going to, who's good and who's not good. Shams is a scam. Like, bro. And that's when I was like, okay, now I understand why people don't like him. I can understand why people don't like him because I never understood it before. I don't. He's a clown. If you look at his Twitter, which I have, you would think that you would think every superstar is getting traded every single hour, every single day. This guy has no life. None. Zero. Zilch. He's a clown. I mean, majority of people of ESPN are clowns. You feel me? But my gosh, that you hyped up a 17 trade just for it to be the big trade of Kevin Durant going to Phoenix, Jalen Green going to Kevin Durant going to the Rockets, Jalen Green going to Phoenix, and all these role players doing nothing. Doing nothing. How big of a virgin nerd do you have to be? This guy stinks, and I've seen this online. I want to see if anybody else in my chat sees it. Do you guys like Shams? Do you guys, do you guys do you guys like Shams? Do you miss Wojnarowski? Like, what's up? Talk to me, man, because this guy's a complete and utter clown. But you know what? He's going to be around for the next 30 years because he's young and he's still going to be living on. You know what that Luka trade was to Shams? That was like Doc Rivers winning the championship back in 2008. He's going to always have that February 1st Luka Doncic trade in 2025. And I'm always going to remember that because that was on my birthday when Luka got traded to the Lakers. He's always going to have that. And he could be a bum nerd and mess up everything. It is what it is. That's my thoughts. What are yours? RJ out.